Picture this. You sit down to eat dinner. The table is filled with colorful dishes, steaming bowls, and fresh bread. You take a bite, barely thinking about where the food came from or how much effort it took to get it there. Why would you? It's always been this way, right? Now imagine walking into your kitchen tomorrow and opening your fridge, only to find it empty. No leftovers, no snacks, nothing. Imagine going to the supermarket and finding empty shelves instead of endless rows of food. It's unsettling, isn't it? But for most of us in this room, this scenario feels unimaginable. We're fortunate enough that hunger isn't part of our lives. We don't think twice about whether we would have enough food on our plates tomorrow. But let me ask you this. When was the last time you thought about how lucky you were to not feel that kind of hunger in life? Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Mrithula R from grade 9, and I had my wake-up call in grade 8. After the pandemic, my teacher told us, 1 in 9 people in the world goes hungry. My mind flashed back to those pandemic days when supermarket shelves went empty for the first time in my life. For a moment, I felt the smallest hint of what food insecurity felt like. But for 828 million people, it's not just a moment, it's every single day. Here's what's really shocking. The world produces enough food to feed 10 billion people, more than our current population. You may ask, why does hunger still exist then? It's not because we do not have enough food to feed them. It's because of inequality, access, and waste management. And here's where it connects back to us. Every year, nearly 1/3 of all food produced globally is wasted, enough to feed 3 billion people. Think about that. While millions of people go to bed hungry, we scrape leftovers into the trash without a second thought. But food waste isn't just all about wasting food. It's about wasting everything that went into producing it. Right from the water that irrigated the crops, the energy that transported the goods, and the labor of farmers and workers. When we throw away food, we are throwing away all of that. The truth is, many of us take food for granted because we've never had to think about where it comes from or whether it will be there tomorrow. But that abundance we assume, is it guaranteed? It's not. The pandemic gave us a glimpse of how fragile our global food systems are. Prices soared, supply chains broke, yet we wasted staggering amounts of food. So, what does this mean for us? It's easy for us to sit here and think, I'm just one person. What difference can I make? But the reality is, our choices matter. Right now, you have a choice to keep taking food for granted or to start treating it with the respect and gratitude it deserves. Here's where we can start. The next time you sit down to eat, pause. Think for a moment about the effort it took to get that food onto your plate. Think about the fact that millions of people do not have the same privilege as you do. Instead of overloading your plate with more than what you can eat, take only what you know you'll eat. Save leftovers instead of tossing them. If you see waste happening in the school canteen or at a restaurant, call it out. Small actions like these, when done by enough people, can make a difference. It's not just about saving food, it's about being mindful. Food isn't a commodity, it's a shared resource, a precious gift. By valuing it, we remind ourselves of how grateful we are. Imagine a world where no one goes to bed hungry, where food isn't wasted but valued, where farming feeds both the planet and the people. The world isn't a dream, it's possible, but it starts with us. The crisis is closer than we think, and so is the solution. So let's choose to act, to care, and to build a future where abundance isn't a mirage but a reality for everyone. Thank you.